For this video review, we're going to take a look at Batman the Animated Series from Mcfarlane Toys DC Direct. This is going to be the Batwing. So on the underside or the other side of the box, this has got to be the biggest instruction manual for a Batman vehicle. To power up its electronic features, it requires 3 AA batteries. So the main body of the Batwing is going to be packaged this way, and as you could see guys, there's going to be a trading card still included. Okay, so it is actually nicely secured, and the wings would be packaged separately, so some assembly is required. Okay, so let's discuss the anatomy of the main fuselage or the body of the Batwing. Okay, so attachments for the wings is going to be on these sections. So of course, left and right. And let's flip this thing over. Feels like a mandatory. Okay, so requires, as I already mentioned earlier, 3 AA batteries. The section for battery placement would be on the back side, so this is going to be the back of the vehicle. We have the burner or the engine, and this is going to be it. And as for turning light on features, okay, on and off button. And we have the landing gears, so it's going to be on those two sections, left and right. And the front landing gear is going to be on this section. Okay, so let's expose that part. So there you go, front landing gear, and the rear landing gears would be on these two sections. Okay, so with regards to assembly and reassembly, just in case that do you wish to store this vehicle or you're going to sell it, so you're going to put it back in the box. So you have these points 1, 2, 3 and 4, wherein you could detach the wings. Okay, so there you go. So let's show that again, and let's show that again. There you go. Okay, so you guys would just be familiar with the underside of the Batwing. Okay, to open the canopy, you just slide it forwards that way. Okay, so we're ready to place the battery packs that we have. Okay, so there you go. So you would need a Phillips screwdriver for that screw, and we have 3 AA batteries already placed. So orientation of the batteries would be that way. Okay, so the switch button, and we're ready to cover the battery compartment. Okay, so it's just going to be that simple. Okay, so are we good to go? I think so, yeah. Okay, just tighten it up right. Do not over torque because you're going to break the plastic. Okay, so as to how to deploy the landing gears, so for the front, so you have that flap which slides back and forth, so you just slide it back that way to expose the front landing gear, and could put it out and launch it forward. that way. Okay, so those wheels also roll. Okay, so for the two rear landing gears, so we have the flap covers, and on this side actually you have a point wherein you could stick your finger. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so yep, so that's it. So that's the latch where you're going to open the rear landing gears. So from this position, from the closed position, so just open it up that way and pull it out. Okay. And this too has rolling wheels, so you could do the same thing with the other side. Okay, so as for the wings, so each wing would be marked left or right. Okay, there you go. So as for finding the marking on a wing, so it's going to be on the second tab. Okay, so let's check out the other wing. So this one, so let's flip it over. Okay, so there you go, left side. So you won't be confused as to which wing would go on the side of the vehicle, but actually no need to really check it out, because you're just going to figure it out anyway, because the screw sides would be the underside, and of course the display side, which is going to be the smooth side, that's going to be, you're going to figure it out. So for example, in this case, I know that is going to be the right wing, and this is going to be, even if I am not going to check that out, I know that this is going to be the left wing because of the screws and the orientation of the wing. But it's good that they place the markings anyway. So we're ready to install the wings. Okay, so let's do one side first. Oops. There you go. Oops. Okay, we're good. Oop. And let's do the other side. Okay, and let's make sure that the landing gears are not folded in its storing position. Okay, so there you go. So we have the Batwing finally assembled. Okay, so let's talk about the dimensions of the Batwing. Okay, so it has been mentioned in a target and in box that the length of the Batwing is going to be 37 inches, but actually it's just going to be the length of the wing. They forgot that part. Okay, so with the aid of a tape measure, so total length is going to be 39 inches. So across, that's going to be 26.5 inches. And as for the height, so from base just to the top of the canopy, that's going to be 5.25 inches. Okay, so since we already covered the dimensions, so the assembly, how it is packaged, the dimensions now. Let's do a quick tour of the bat wing. Okay, so that is going to be the front of the vehicle. Okay, so front profile, and of course we want that dynamic bat wing profile. Okay, so from the top. Okay, so let's start to move around. Okay, so have the engine bay. Okay, once again, let's take it to the top and to the side, and let's check out this section. So that's how it looks. So really loving the lines of this batwing. So if you guys missed the first issue of this, so this is going to be your chance to own it. Because we really don't know whether Mcfarlane Toys is going to once again produce this item in the near future. Okay, so once again, let's take a look now at the details of the cockpit with the lights on, because we're going to, of course, turn off the lights and take a look at the details of the cockpit with the electronics on. Okay, so that is going to be the control panel, so joystick, the pilot seat, and of course this section would open, so you have the option whether to just have Batman or take this off, and you could ride a Robin figure on the back, shotgun. Okay, so that's the details of the control panel and details on the seat. Okay, so let's discover whether we still have other buttons or gauges or whatever. Okay, so that's it. So okay, so let's check out the rear seat. So from this view, so that is the cockpit. Okay, so we have the light up feature on. So that is the control panel for Batman. Okay, so let's try to really get a better view. So with all of the light up feature and the control panel for Robin. And this is the color for the light up feature for the jet thrusters. So you guys could compare it with the old one, just in case you have the first version of this BTAS Batwing. Okay, so we have the lights off, so that is how bright the control panel is and the details. Once the lights are off on this room, we're not in our YouTube room, we're in another room of my house. Okay, so we raided our wife's activity room. So this is her art room slash storage room. Okay, so that is how it looks with the lights off. Okay, as for storing a Batman or a Robin action figure, since I already have a Batman figure which we paired with this Batwing, so there is inside the Batwing. Okay, let's check out the front profile. Okay, So loving the more transparent cockpit windows for this vehicle. Okay, so let's check out the lighting. Okay, so let's slide this cockpit. There you go. So you have enough legroom actually to squeeze that figure in, as long as your Batman figure would have soft goods cape. So this just fits perfect right on this vehicle. Okay, so it's profile. Okay, so let's cover the cockpit. Okay. So the Batman the Animated Series experience or nostalgia experience won't be complete if you don't have the Batmobile. Okay, so let's move the Batmobile closer. So both of these vehicles are already Mcfarlane issued. Okay, so that's how these two vehicles, these two iconic vehicles, scale with each other. Okay, so let's do a side profile. Here you go. Okay, so that completes our video review for Batman the Animated Series DC Direct Batwing. So if you like my review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.